Real opinions, no edits.
This is the All Things Go podcast. I'm E.
I'm Whitney.
Got a special guest here today. Introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I'm KreamyKeiryy. Like a full introduction?
No, however you want to do it. I thought it was more coming, so my bad.
Okay, well, I'm KreamyKeiryy. KreamyKeiryy, the creamiest bitch to ever do it, the creme de la creme, the cream of the crop, and I'm here. Thank you guys for having me, and I'm so excited to be here.
So if you had all of that, why would you do it the first way?
Because I don't be wanting to I just be trying to fill it out. Like some people, But if you want me to give personality, I'm gonna give you personality.
Well, they're here to see your personality. It's an interview. They're here to find out about what's creamy about Kreamy. Keiryy.
Okay.
So what's going on with the music? Let's start with that, because it's hard to get some music out of y'all niggas. Yo. I ain't lying.
So
are you a rapper or not?
I am.
Okay. Because we got one freestyle we had to beg to get. Like, god damn. I'm like, then she just shoot a video, so I know it's music for the video.
Did. So how this first went when I first launched music, I was just gonna put songs out and just keep putting them out. And then I'm like, okay, I want to do this the right way. So I hired a publicist, which is Tracy, and I love her. So when I started working with her, we kind of came up with this plan that, she just felt like I had a really good piece of music. She's like, don't just put it out. Let's give them something before, So that's why we came up with Sex Sells, the Foreplay Freestyles, because it's kind of like introducing me to the music world. People get to see how I work. People get to see my visions. And then once you get the big project, it's like a whole thing. So we're just really thinking this thing through, because I want this to be a really good rollout for me before my big project drop. And I'm so methodical when it comes to planning photo shoots and video shoots and going to the studio. I be very, very hard on it, because it's when I introduce it to the world, I want it to be something that people can really listen to and take in, and something that people can really like. So that's what's been the biggest hold up, is just making sure we got the sound, making sure we got the video done, and that way when it comes out. But just know when it starts to drop, it's going to be nonstop.
So that's you do have music recorded?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have plenty.
Sex Sells is the name of the album.
Yes.
And you got freestyles going into the album. Mm-hmm. So they call it Sex Sells Freestyle.
The foreplay freestyle. Because before you have sex, you have foreplay. No, so it's not true. But no, it's not 4 of them. It's probably going to be anywhere between 4 to 6.
Okay.
But when we say foreplay, it's it's the foreplay before you get to the sex.
But some people just fuck. It's not always foreplay.
I think a little foreplay, a little kissing or touching or something. You need something before, if you just get into the room, you just take your clothes off, boom. Hey, but it's still a little foreplay.
You see that on the movies all the time. They come in, they just fucking throw the bitch on the bed, and just fuck. You never fuck without foreplay?
There's always a little foreplay and fucking. You got to do something, regardless if it's oral fellatio, physical fellatio, there got to be some type of...
If she already wet because she see me and I'm hard, I could just go in the pussy.
But this is Sex Sells, the Foreplay Freestyle.
Okay, all right. So do they all have a different, sexual topic because it's foreplay?
No. So the first one is the My Truth freestyle, is the one that I sent y'all. Mm-hmm. So My Truth is just basically my introduction to the music world. I kind of tell people why am I doing this, what I do it for. It kind of shows where I'm at mentally and emotionally when it comes to doing music. So I wanted a very serious type of beat. I wanted a very something that I could pull really good references from. So that's why I did it to YF and Lucci beat, and the whole shooting of the video is it's a reference to a very old painting called the Olympia. Mm-hmm. So there'll be a later video that I'm gonna do to decode the painting and the video. So
you're doing a video for the video?
Yeah, it's a decoding. So it's called Sex Sells the Deep Dive.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's Sex Sells the Deep Dive. We're gonna decode what the painting means, what the video references to, and then how they combine together, because she stood for what she wanted back then in the 1800s. And the painting is a very historical painting if you're into that, because that's another big thing about my rollout. I want it to be, I want people from art, fashion, from all of the fine arts, literature, any of those to be able to take something from it. So even if you're not into rap music, even if you're not into music at all, there's still other references that people can pull from to be oh, she's really interesting. Oh, she's really smart. And so that's the biggest
Okay.
That's the biggest deal for me.
All right, I feel you. Do you consider yourself like a lyricist?
I'm very lyricism. Yeah, in a way.
All right.
Do you write all your own music?
Of course, nobody's writing it for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I push the pen myself and I try to push it every time to up it. I'm always trying to push my pen so people could be like, what the fuck did she say? Well, what did she mean by that? Or what did she, so I'm always trying to elevate when it comes to my music.
Yeah, we got a lot of questions.
You do?
Yeah.
Let them roll. This is all things go. So let all things go.
You know we're going to get into it. All right, so you ain't say that you a trans rapper yet, so you won't get into that?
We can.
Okay. I guess I'll give you a question then.
Okay.
Do you think it's easier being popular as a trans rapper, being so y'all got your own gang with the whole LGBT community?
Do you think it's easier? Do I think it's easier?
Yeah, you.
No. No, we have it harder.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
But y'all got your own group to support y'all, you feel me? Like y'all got
a lot of them are barbs, a lot of them are like Barty Gang. Like, yeah, they made fool with the transhuman rappers. But just in my opinion, I just feel like, people are doing their thing, they making music, they making noise, but they're not making an impact. And something that's big to me is like, I spend so much money on video shoots, studio time, like, my producer's like, can we go to something else? And I'm like, no, until this is perfect how I want it, we're going to stick on this song. So if we have to be in this studio 12 hours on one song, that's what we're going to do because that's what I pay for. But it's not like, I'm not like a bitch or a diva when I go to the studio. Like, I'm very like, it's not where I want it to be, but let's keep going. But to me personally, I don't think it's easy. I feel like we have so much more to prove. We have so many more doors to open. And you haven't had like a big trans rapper that's just as big and up there as the Nicki Minaj's and the Cardi B's, and let's be real, like even
like who do y'all have though? Like I
feel like Akasha Bentley's doing her thing. I just did a show with her, the Florida Water, that's really making noise. Pookie, she's doing her thing from Now That's TV with the Gangsta Bitch, I'm from the 5-1 out the hood.
I think I did hear that.
Yeah, so it's like, girls are doing
trans?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the girls is doing a thing.
You didn't know.
It's just time for Kreamy to make her impact and to make her.
So how did you get the name?
So initially, we're all grown here. This is a safe space.
Of course.
Okay. So initially, when I first got it, I was, I was hooking up with this dude. One thing leads to another. The things, the juices get the flow in. Like, come on, we grown. We know how I got the name. Well, y'all don't know, but let's put 2 and 2 together and make 4. So that's how I got the name. It was sexually driven. It was from sex, but I was like, KreamyKeiryy got a ring to it. Like, KreamyKeiryy is really like, that's cute. And people was just calling me like, I changed my name to that on Facebook. And every time I go around, people are like, KreamyKeiryy, and I thought it was cute. So I'm like, okay, KreamyKeiryy, cool. Okay, boom. So when I started doing music, I'm sitting here thinking like, okay, I don't want it, KreamyKeiryy is very like, I don't want, I'm pretty sure a lot of parents don't want their kids running around, Mommy, I want to listen to KreamyKeiryy. So I was like, okay, at first I was like, okay, I want it to be KreamyKeiryy. Just my name 2 times, KreamyKeiryy. But then I was like, man, fuck that. They got Suki with the good coochie. They got Nicki fucking Minaj. And a lot of kids, when we was growing up, we didn't even know what Minaj was. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure as kids, when they first hear KreamyKeiryy, they're not thinking about sex because they don't know nothing about it. Right. So I was like, how can I rebrand the creamy part into being something that like people can like kind of gravitate to? So I just started to try to make it like a brand and a lifestyle thing. And I wanted Kreamy to represent just being soft and smooth. And I'm pretty sure a guy, but KreamyKeiryy is like the female personification of, how you got how dudes are Rico Suave and how they cool and laid back and shit, So it was kind of like that. Like, I'm very cool, sexy, collected, you know what I'm saying? But like, just like. So
you trying to redefine the word creamy.
We are. We're not trying to make it so sexually driven, even though it is a sexually driven word. But then it was like, I started to think of like, well, when people think of creamy, when you think of stuff that's even food, let's think about food like ice cream or any type of food that's creamy, is soft, is smooth, but just like I tell people with ice cream, if you hold ice cream in your hand and heat gets to it, it's going to make a fucking mess. So, just don't,
Well, since we on like the creamy topic, because they say like a lot of trans women are prostitutes. Have you ever sold pussy?
Sex sells.
Okay.
Mm.
So you have sold pussy.
Sex sells. EP coming soon. Album coming soon.
I guess you
All
want
right,
to
so
talk
let me-
about it on
so-
the EP then.
So let me ask you this: when dating men, if they don't know you're trans, how long do you wait until you tell them that you?
So if I first initially meet a guy like out in the streets, like just for my own personal safety, I don't disclose that to a guy when I meet them in person.
Right.
I get your number, we text, I'm like, hey, I just want you to know that I'm trans. This is what's going on. If you with it, if you with it. If you're not, then you're not. And we kind of go from there. Like just me, I just like in personal settings, especially when it's just you and a guy out in the open, you don't have really no one to like protect you or be there for you. I just like, maybe every time it's not like the safest thing right then and there to be like, oh yeah, well, I'm a, or I just don't, because my trans identity is a part of who I am. It's not who I am.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, of course I'm gonna let you know before anything gets further, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I'm gonna let you know up front, but it's like in the personal chat is if I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I give you my number, text, if I'm feeling you, then I
So
tell you.
what's
If I'm
considered
not,
upfront then?
so if I met a guy on the street, if I leave out of here and I meet a guy on the street and we're talking, hey, what's up? We talk, you want my number? Boom, we exchange numbers. Some girls would just, as soon as you meet, oh, well, hold up, I do want you to know that I'm trans. That's just not my approach. I don't think their approach is wrong. I don't think my approach is wrong.
But I'm saying, wouldn't that be upfront?
What?
Them letting you know like right away. That's what I'm saying. So what's your definition of upfront? Because you said you would let them know upfront, but not.
No, I wouldn't. No, so like when I say I wouldn't let them know up front, like if I'm outside and it's just me and a guy, to tell them right then and there, no. If you get my number, then we're texting me. I'm going to let you know, like before any pictures get exchanged, before what I'm saying. I don't want to do nothing to insult your integrity as a man. And if you don't want to talk to me, then I'll go about my business. If you do want to talk to me, then we take it there. Now, if I don't like you at all, then I'm just not giving you my number. I'm not interested in you, and I'm just. No. And even sometimes, like, let's be real, I met some guys that I done told them and they don't care. And I still don't want to talk to you, but they still want to pursue me. And it's just like, not interested.
So do you think a man can be attracted to a trans woman and still be considered straight?
Okay. So let's not step on anyone's toes. So when a guy goes out and see me, he sees a female.
Exactly.
I feel like what we do in our bedroom is our business, just like anybody else. So for me, I do consider men being straight to deal with me. Okay. As far as all trans women, to each his own. Mm-hmm. But I know when a man deals with me, a man is dealing with me. This is a safe space, right?
For sure.
I don't like men that get fucked in the ass. I don't like men that suck dick. That is not my type of man. I don't judge anyone else who does that because I have cisgender female friends who put on underwear and have sex with a men. They eat their men's ass. Does that make that man less of a man because he's getting that done to him by a woman? How would you feel like if you met a man, like honestly speaking, and that man, he was into that type of stuff, but only with women, does that make him gay?
I don't think it make him gay, but I just wouldn't want to do it.
Exactly, and I'm with you on that. Like, I don't want to be with a man. Like, when you open Pandora's box, baby, there's no going back. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'd rather not deal with a man that likes that. Now, if you do, I got homegirls that'll slay your ass through a mattress, but it's not for a KreamyKeiryy. Like, it's just not my thing because it just becomes, they do that.
All right, so why is not your thing? Because it's like you putting different like levels on how far to take the gayness, for lack of a better word. Safe space.
It's just not my thing. Like I don't like no man that like his ass played with.
All right, I got a better question. Hold on, I got a better question. All right, so how the fuck did I say it? All right, so boom. If a nigga want to deal with a trans woman, like why? If you think he could be straight, why wouldn't he just deal with a regular woman? Because the only thing, if he want to fuck her in the ass, women got ass. He can fuck a woman in the ass. The only thing he don't got that trans women got is a dick.
And I'm not going to sit and tell you, a lot of guys will tell me this is why they like dealing with trans women because they can see us get turned on. Like you can see us get turned on. With women, it's not always like that. Women can fake orgasms. They can fake if they come in. They can fake if they're turned on. With a trans woman, you can't. Like, bitch, when shit's standing at attention, it's standing at attention. And some guys like that. Like they like to see that you're turned on. They like to see that you're enjoying it. And from what guys have told me, they don't always get that from females because females, they can fake it. I don't know how, because it's like, well, damn, if you're not into it, like, let me ask you that. Like, have you ever been with a man and you fake the nut or you fake, like, you like, see what I'm saying? Like, with me, I can't fake it because if If you don't see us doing this thing, then you can tell that I'm not turned on. It turns their moves off and they don't want to do it no more. Now, when I'm turned on, that's what they like, whatever the case may be. And that's that.
All right. Now, back to like the man being attracted to the trans woman. Because he could see you up front and be like, oh, yeah, that look like a woman. But y'all get to the bedroom and he see dick. Is it like, they ain't a woman now, even though you probably told him before, like, I'm trying to wrap my mind around it.
I've met guys like that. I've met guys that I told them I was trans, and once we got naked, they could not get hard. They could not perform. And that's when it really set into my mind that it's really, like, it's really not them being gay. Because I've literally been with the guy, and it's like, once they see it, they can't get hard, they get turned on, they're still attracted to me, but it's just not.
So how does that relationship work, or it's just done at the
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Yeah, no, it doesn't work.
All right.
Are there any days that you wake up and say, I don't want to put on the wig, the makeup, and I just want to be a nigga?
Never. I didn't do all this to want to go back. Now, like, do I have my off days? Yeah. Do I have days when I want to go out and throw my hair up and just not wear no lashes and not wear no makeup? Yeah. Like, what I'm saying? I have my off days. But to want to go back, no. Now, for people who do, I don't, we go through a lot mentally and emotionally. And even at times, like, I didn't even process all the things that I would go through going through a transition. And, like, there's some times where emotionally it's a lot because you have the world attacking you. My own community doesn't accept me sometimes, family is kind of hard with that. So like we go through a lot of things mentally and emotionally, and I just be wishing people could be like more compassionate, because I'm here to say, like, trans women is not here to replace women. We could never replace women. I don't care how far science get, even if a woman can, even a trans woman can bear a child, and like that's not a trans woman's goal. That's not our mission to ever step on y'all toes or to ever, try to replace y'all. That's not our mission. That's not our goal. We're just trying to build a safe space for ourselves to be safe, because you and your, you and your homegirls are not getting killed just because y'all, just because, and even still, like, we want to change the narrative of that. People, a lot of people try to have this narrative that when a trans woman get killed, oh, she tricked him or da-da-da-da-da. But if you go back and read some of these stories, a lot of these stories go back to these men don't have nothing, because when they do finally, and that's what I don't like about our community, is when a man does finally take that courage to say, hey, this is what I like, we bash them. Mm-hmm. And I don't get it. Y'all say, well, you should have told them earlier, you should have waited to da-da-da-da. But either way, you were still going to bash them. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, if a man likes women and like trans women, that should be his safe space. Because I don't understand, like in the white community, they don't do that. Should I get it? It's our community, it's our culture, it's our thing. But at the end of the day, if y'all really want the acceptance, if y'all really don't want men to keep being accept them for who they are, because how can you sit here and say you can accept me, but you don't want to accept a man? Like it doesn't make sense. And then it's like a lot of these men, when they do come out and they do speak their mind of who they like, they can't go back to their normal life because everybody turned their backs on them. So a lot of times they kill these girls because it's like, well, I don't have nothing to go back to. You see what I'm saying? I have to, like, now it's going to make me go crazy.
It's different in different states. Like, far as though a man can go back to his regular life. So, because I know Tiger, I don't know if y'all know when Tiger was messing with the trans.
Oh, no, go ahead, spill the tea.
I mean, it's not tea.
It got to be some tea. I never knew. You knew that? I never knew
y'all
that.
Know the rapper Tiger?
Yeah, but I
you knew about it, right? Yeah. He was there with a porn star in LA, and she came on Angela Yee's podcast to talk about it.
Well, I mean, like, for me, like, personally, I can't.
Don't nobody never say nothing about Tiger. So I'm saying, is it different in different states, or?
I don't know. So I was dealing with a guy for about 6-7 years. We broke up and he went back to his normal life. He just had a baby, him and the girls together. The crazy thing is when he came home.
Did she come to you as a woman?
She tried to.
Okay.
It wasn't nothing to come to me about it. Like, first of all, she knew who I was before I knew who she was, because when he came home, he was staying with my grandmother. My ex-boyfriend was staying with my grandmother. And the girl who he met, she knew my grandma. So at the end of the day, you knew who I was. You still decided to go along with it, and boom, they're happy. Shout out to Eric and whatever her name is.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them.
And they went back to their normal life. You know what I'm saying? My last relationship, me and him was together for 2 years. He, people knew, they found out. We broke up. He went back to his normal life.
Now, did y'all break up because people found out?
No, we broke up because he kept cheating.
Oh, okay.
Fuck you, Kevin. But he kept cheating, like dead ass. Like he kept fucking cheating, and it was like.
Now, was he cheating with other trans women or women?
No.
Or just everybody?
Well, he was cheating with bitches. Like every time I would go to his page, he was with a house full of bitches. He was doing this, he was doing that. And I was like, nigga, I just held you down. You done came home to a brand new fucking apartment.
So did you make it messy when he got with the new girl?
No,
like,
I don't do that. I mean, he wanted to. We had already broke up, and like he came home in March. I'm gonna say probably like maybe 3 weeks after that, I just stopped fucking with him because I seen how he was moving, and I feel like I did everything in my power because I already knew. So this would be my thing. Like when I date a guy, and I know one thing that I don't do no more is like I don't like being a guy's first. At first, I took a lot of pride in being a guy's first trans. Like I thought I was, I'm the bitch. Like what? I'm the first. Yeah, he done dealt with other trans girls, but he wanted, the fact that he take it to that step with me publicly, I just felt like I was the bee's knees.
And how old were you when you first started transitioning?
So when I first started getting up in it, like dressing like a girl, was like 2018. Okay. And I went to my doctors and stuff. I was talking to my doctors. No.
All right.
2018.
When your homie looked how she looked.
2018. She's probably gagging. At the fact. But it was like 2018. Now, when I went to my doctor, they was like, well, do this for a couple more years, see if it's what you really want. So probably about like 2021 is when I really started to like full on like taking hormones,
And was your parents accepting?
My father is very accepting. Like, I love my dad. That's my Superman. Like, he does not play about me. Like, I love my dad, my granddad. But my mom, like, it took her a little more time to get there, and I get it because, she birthed me. She seen me grow up, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, we're getting, we get
and it's
there.
crazy because it's normally the women that be more accepting, and then dads is like,
yeah. So like, well, for my dad, like I didn't really get to like have a good relationship with my dad growing up. So once I got like 18 is once we really got to bond. And then like I was still living in North Carolina. So once I moved to Virginia, like, he kind of, I'm not gonna say he didn't have a choice not to accept me, but it's like I already didn't have a relationship with you, when I was young. But now that I'm adult, like now. That's my Superman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and my dad like shares me all the time. And like, even other people, because he's always like, my transgender daughter. And people, people would even be like, hey, that's your daughter. You don't always have to put the trans thing. And like, even other people like inform him on it and inform him on how to move it. And I appreciate it. And it's actual female women that kind of help educate him and help him understand more. But yeah, my dad is very accepting. My grandfathers, my uncles, my aunts, on my mom's side, they're taking it. They get it. They not. At first, they thought it was a phase.
Well, you didn't mention none of the niggas in the press release. It just say my mom, grandmom, it's all women. I was raised by all these women.
I was because, like I said, like I didn't have a chance to have a relationship with my dad when I was young. So
but you say he's supportive. Why you put that nigga in there?
He is very supportive, and make sure you add it to the memoir.
All right, don't tell your publicist.
Okay. Yeah, no. I mean, I don't leave my dad out of anything. And if I did, it was just like doing all of this music shit. Like so much come at you. Like you got press, you got videos, you got to go to the studio. I'm trying to do a TV show. I did it's a lot. So now it was never like intentionally to forget my father. But yeah, that's just.
How you feel about the comments Just Hilarious had made? Okay. As she sips liquor for the audio version,
When we gonna talk about the music?
We only got one song.
Okay.
I've been asking for music for 2 weeks.
So, like, with the whole Just Hilarious thing, what did she say again? What was it about?
Basically, if you can't bear women, children, you're not a woman. And she got into it with T.S. Madison about the whole situation.
Like, she has a point. Like, what are you asking? Like, do I agree with her?
We ain't gotta speak on it. Yeah, basically, like, yeah.
It's understandable that only cisgender women can bear children. I can't argue that. I can't argue with science. Like, do I agree with her? I think it's funny because even before that video aired, people used to always tell me, you remind me of Just Hilarious. You remind me of Just Hilarious.
Now I'm like, fuck with her.
I'm not going to say that I don't fuck with her. I just feel like she's one of the people that need to be a little more educated or she needs to be a little more informed on this lifestyle.
But you just said you agree with her.
Because it's true. I can't birth a child. I can't give birth.
But time out. But people will say it's not true because a woman who's transitioning to a man can have a kid.
Right. So you also so is your argument that trans people can't have kids, or is your argument that only
I don't have an argument. I'm going off of what she said.
So in a way, then then no, that's not true, because like you just said, if trans men can have children, then obviously that's not true. Yeah, but I mean, if you still
but I don't think she was talking about it from that side. I can't speak up for her. I don't know what she's talking about, but I'm just going off the conversation.
Yeah. If you feel like only women, I mean, trans men have kids, you still like, would you fuck a trans man even though you know he has a pussy? He looks like you, but he has a pussy. Would you still fuck
That's a nigga.
Would you still fuck? No, hold up. Would you still fuck him though, even though he has a pussy? He got a beard like you, got a low cut taper fade, dressed like a dude, but once he takes his clothes off, he has a pussy.
I would never assume there's a pussy there for me to even want to have conversation.
But so even if you did, you wouldn't be attracted to it. Would that make so? Let me.
Like, how do I get to see the pussy if I'm looking at a nigga? That's what I'm trying to.
I'm saying when they take the clothes off, you see the pussy.
But how do we get to the clothes coming off when I'm walking? I'm seeing nigga, what up, bro?
But I'm saying if you did,
hey, what up, bro? You got a pussy in them jeans?
But if you knew that they was a trans,
how would I know?
True, you don't know. But
how do we get to me knowing?
I don't know. That would be for you and him to have a conversation about.
Why are we having a conversation? I don't know this nigga.
I mean, maybe
we ain't sitting at a bar. Hey, yo, I got pussy in these jeans. Like, that's not realistic.
No, I'm just asking you. Like, would you fuck a trans man? He has a pussy though. Remember,
I'm not fucking a man with a beard.
Okay.
I don't even like hairy women.
So you wouldn't fuck a trans man?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
But if a man fuck a trans man, does that make him gay?
I don't think so. It's a pussy there.
So if a man fuck a trans woman, does that make him gay?
Yeah, it's a dick there.
You contradicting yourself. You just sat up here and said that a man that fucks a trans man is not gay, but that man looks like a man just because he has a pussy. So this is where a lot of times that the heterosexual community, y'all don't know the difference from gender identity and sexuality, because a lot of times people will tell me because I transitioned to a woman that I have to only like men. That's not the case, because I can sit here and tell you that the first time I had my first piece of pussy, as y'all call it, was when I transitioned. Why? Because I had to get comfortable with who I was. I had to feel comfortable with what I had to even feel comfortable to want to show it to another female.
So you was a virgin
Very
as
much
a man.
so. Very much so. Yes. The first time I got my first piece of pussy was once I transitioned with this girl named Angel. And she made me feel so like, she was just so nice. Like, can I touch you? I'm not going to touch you.
A lot about her today.
She was just like every time we would do stuff, she would like, is that okay? Do you like this? Like, she was so soft and sensual. It was not like I was.
So how did you get so dominant to be slapping niggas and all that now?
Slapping niggas?
Yeah, slapping niggas. Yeah, being all rough with niggas. How did you get that way?
Wait. What are you saying? I'm confused.
The way you is with niggas. How the fuck you get so rough and tough when she was so gentle, but now
men are more aggressive with me. I don't like, I told you from the beginning, I don't like men that get fucked. I don't like men that like shit play fast. So I'm the only one that get bit. That's how it is when I deal with men. When I was with the girl, she was, like I said, she was very sensual. She was very soft. She didn't make me feel like I had to dominate. Even when we started having intercourse, she was just like, you okay? Like, she was so worried about me. Exactly. Like, she made me still feel feminine and girly. And I was like, wow, it really taught me about myself. Like, wow. It's not about what's between the legs. You know what I'm saying? It really had to teach me that it's not what's between their legs that I have to be attracted to them. She just made me feel comfortable with who I was.
Right. And you could feel that way and other people can feel differently, right?
Right.
Yeah, so
with that being said, if you had the money, would you go through with getting the surgery?
It depends on where I'm at mentally and emotionally. Okay. It just depends.
But if you go get the surgery, then you'll be like one of the women where you don't know if the niggas might not know if you turned on, how you were saying earlier, right?
Exactly. So.
Cabin.
It's all.
All right, so you're on the iconic Playgirls of Atlanta show.
I am.
How did you land that spot on the show? And tell us some things about it, because they had told us nothing.
She didn't really know much to tell, so that's probably why she wasn't able to tell. Okay. So for me, I got this like audition thing in my inbox. I talked to my publicist about it, and she's like, "I think it'd be good for you to do." So I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna make my way to Atlanta, and I'm gonna do it." It was an interesting show. I had fun doing it because it allowed us to be able to control our narrative for how people perceive us. It was a lot of younger girls, but they were so intuitive, and they like wanted to learn from us, and they wanted to like we kind of like took them in.
So would you tell your age? Because you say younger. We don't know how old you are. I mean, I don't know. Like, how old was the younger girls then?
Thank you. The younger girls were like in their like early 20s.
Okay. So you're in your 30s.
I didn't say that.
I
didn't say that.
Right.
But they were like younger. They were some really sweet girls for the most part.
So like, what is the show about though? Like, what that you can say?
It kind of shows the life.
Is it coming out Christmas Eve, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It kind of goes to like show the everyday life of like trans women. It's like we not really with all the fighting. Like I always say, like I earned my stripes.
It's fighting in the trailer.
Right.
Okay.
But that was at the audition. That's because them girls had their own situation going on. In any reality TV show, you're going to have the drama. But once we got into the house, it was easy for us to control the narrative of how we wanted to be perceived.
So this is not like a bad girls club.
Like, you know what I mean? Is there going to be fights? Is there going to be fades to run? Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Did you run any fades?
Now I got into it with a girl, but we didn't run no fade. You know, after a reunion, I heard it's supposed to be something, but I don't know.
Okay.
But, you know,
so when you do fight like a girl? You like windmill? Or you like squaring up? Like,
oh no, we got to get it in like all the feminine shit, because it's like I'm in a survival mode now. Okay. So like all that like trying to come on, bitch. Right. No, like bitch, if you want to boogie, bitch, we're gonna boogie. Like you know what I'm saying. But the thing is that with me is that bitch, I'm not gonna be fighting 5 and 6 motherfucking rounds. Right. Bitch, you got 30 seconds with me to dance, and I'm getting the fuck up out of here because for one. Bitch, I'm an artist. I don't got time to be knucking and bucking with you, and then I have a photo shoot or a press run that I have to go do next week. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Not to say to them girls, I love them girls, I really do, but like the younger girls that, you know, they don't, not saying that they don't have nothing going on for that stuff, you know, they're still figuring out life, they're still trying to figure things out. So it's like, I got shit to lose, and I'm not going to nobody's podcast. I'm not going to no studio, and I'm not doing no video or photo shoot with a black eye or whatever. So, you know, not saying that would happen, but you got to think that you're going into a fight. You don't know what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. So, you know, my thing is, bitch, you got 30 seconds to dance, and that's it. After your 30 seconds is up, bitch, that's over. Because now, if you want to keep fighting, bitch, we're getting weapons involved, and now I'm going to have to do what I have to do to protect myself. Because what you got to understand is when you really take this lifestyle seriously, your body is going to start to change in drastic ways. So like, you know, your muscle mass doesn't really change, but your muscle tissues get softer. So yeah, my muscles might be the same size, but these are a lot more softer muscles to be trying to sit here and knuck and buck with somebody who only been taking hormones for like a couple of months. Or for somebody who's a lot younger, they got a lot more testosterone in them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, at the end of the day, bitch, we'll do what we have to do. But listen, bitch, look, I'm not going to be out here knucking and bucking every month. Like, that's not what I transitioned for this lifestyle to do. Like I said, I earned my stripes with fighting when I was younger. I earned my stripes in my city. I don't give a fuck about TV. But you go to Winston, North Carolina, ask them who the fuck Fats is, they'll tell you. But you go, yeah.
Okay.
The Trade 336. Like, yeah, you go back to there, you go on the north side, the south side, they'll let you know who I am. I get boogie with anybody. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't want to be perceived as that. I don't want to be seen as somebody that's just on they got enough shows of these girls fighting and knucking and bucking. Oh, so it's like, and my thing is, if you're going to call yourself the iconic anything, you got to do iconic shit. You got to do something that's outside of the box than what everybody else do. If you're doing the same thing that everybody else is doing, how the fuck are you iconic? And, you know, I mean, you know, Dollhouse, they had their thing, they did their thing. But we're the iconic playgirls. You know what I'm saying? You go to Hugh Hefner house, you don't see them bitches knucking and bucking in there. So if you're gonna call yourself the iconic playgirls, act like an iconic playgirl. That's how I feel.
So how many girls on the show?
8.
And is it like an elimination process type of show? Or?
At the end of the season, we have a elimination for someone to win the prize money and.
So is it like one person, a top 3, or?
Well, everybody, you know, it's kind of like an elimination. So she called each person down, talk to them, you know. She let you know if you come back for the next season.
So people from this season could come the next season?
Yeah, I'm an OG.
Okay.
I was told that personally by Akasha when I got eliminated. But
so you're going back next season?
Right, I know I'll be back for next season. And it was a fun experience. I just, you know, I enjoyed it for the most part. I definitely, like, it's something that people should tune in to see for me and my girls.
Is it all black girls?
Yeah, all the girls are black. Mm-hmm.
You sure? What, no Asians?
No Asians, no white girls, no mixed girls. I mean, the girls, like, some of the girls may be mixed, you know, in their own melanated race, but it's like, traditionally, we all are melanated people.
I watch like I ain't gonna say similar. You ever heard of Hoochie Daddies?
Oh, yeah.
They had like a show. Shout to Dyke God. That's my nigga.
Oh, I did a showcase Me and
With-
her had a
with
showcase
Dyke
together.
You know
yeah.
Dyke Dog?
Yeah, we had a showcase. So I had got it invited to a showcase in DC. It was her. She had won. She's amazing. She has a really good crowd
Oh, that's
energy.
the show. Yeah.
It was really, really
Yeah,
nice.
she was on Who She Daddies.
Really, I didn't see it.
On TV right now.
Okay.
And what network is your show?
The Iconic Network.
Oh, it's called.
Yeah, it's called The Iconic Network. I'm also going to be auditioning for another show coming up. That's a really, really good show. And I think it gives you really good representation because it's like all the fighting shit is cool and cute, but it's like, is that all y'all want to see from us?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do y'all really care about what we go through? You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like we don't ever try to integrate into the heterosexual community. The heterosexual community is integrating themselves into our community. And I don't be understanding where the discourse come in at because it's like, y'all do y'all thing and we don't worry about it. We do our thing and it becomes a fucking uproar. And I don't be understanding like...
You know what I want to see from you? Being as though this is All Things Go
You took the
podcast
words out my mouth.
and you're a rapper. Can we get some bars? Can you spit something?
From a song.
Freestyle?
No, we don't do freestyle.
Okay.
Some verbal. Yeah.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Okay, so I'm gonna. So now, since we said that, y'all want to hear something from me? Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all this option. So, y'all want to hear something off of Sex Sells the Foreplay? Well, no, those were pretty much shit that I just wrote and was writing. So the song that I wrote. Okay, so I have a song called Big Cash. I can rap the first verse for you.
Uh-huh.
Hoes, I can rap one of those verses for you. Or what's the other song that's on the EP? Hoes, Big Cash.
Rap the one you gonna remember.
No, what do you mean? I'm gonna remember all my songs. I wrote them.
All right.
So off of those titles, which one do y'all like?
Hoes.
Okay.
So things go.
Okay, so listen.
Here.
Okay. I got this nigga in the rec, he really let it drill. I love them Philly niggas because they always keep it real. Now my DC nigga does it so well. I love his lingo. Every time he say kill. Say man, ATL keep me real trim. Them Houston niggas really ballin', do it off the rim. Them Florida niggas blow a bag, but they never simp. And Memphis niggas keep a bag because they like to pimp. Now I got plenty of niggas, but I get bitches too. I never worry about niggas, that's what these bitches do. And if that nigga act up, do you know what to do?
Okay, all right, yeah, clap it up. Well, the nigga remember they lyrics, I'm happy.
Yeah. No, and I write all my music. Like, I really be taking time because I really be wanting it to be something like catchy that people can remember. But I really want a lot of my songs. It's a lot of cute summer songs, shit that you can vibe to in the summer. So that's why we kind of waited until next summer to drop this. Because I wanted to drop the EP, honestly, around Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my goal. But then when I talked to my publicist, I'm like, okay, I done hired her. I got to let her do her job. And she had a good point. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just throw all your material out there because then it's like it's going to put more stress on you to make more material and to keep up with that momentum. So I'd rather do the foreplay freestyles. People can hear how I rap.
But I mean, either way, you don't feel as though once you put the music out, you still won't have to make more. I think a lot of artists, y'all be hoarding the music. Like, niggas ain't gonna never get to hear the music because y'all don't want to put it out.
No, it's gonna be out, but you have to understand, like, for me, I feel like there's a way of doing everything. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the music industry.
I done been up here interviewing hella artists. We interview artists. And I hear the same
have
thing.
Anybody had a rollout before they introduces their
yeah, and the music still ain't came out.
Oh, well, I can't speak for that.
Okay.
Sex Sells, I can name every song. I only have one feature so far. It's an R&B song called I Think You Should Know. We got Pretty and Paid, Boss Up, Been That Bitch, Hoes, Big Cash. It's one more, 304 on tour. That goes into in-depth to talk about 304 on tour is a song where I really talk about the sex industry and, you know, what we really go through. And it's like, it's not always about the glitz and the glamour or because you're making all of this money. Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit is a real hustle. It's really a grind. Like, I don't know what some people momentum is to do it. You know what I'm saying? I know what the fuck I do it for. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should be a stepping stone.
What do you mean when you say the sex industry?
The sex industry, regardless if you're doing porn, regardless if you're escorting, regardless if you're doing, if you're a video vixen, regardless if, you know, you're 304 on tour is constantly a song about being on the road, being on your grind, getting to your money. You know what I'm saying? It's not always what the fuck it's made out to be. It's not all glitz and glamour and fun. Like, yeah, we live a pretty, you know, you live a stable lifestyle, but I don't think people talk about the real shit that we go through and how people perceive us or how people think that we are.
So have you been into any porn?
I've done immature porn.
What's
I've been in
immature porn?
you know, shit you record on your phone, post on the internet. That's amateur porn.
Oh, amateur.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said immature. You did say immature.
No, I said amateur.
You said immature.
You definitely said immature.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, I've escorted. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's called sex sales. I don't want to put this music out and then people like, well, you know, she does this, and you know, she did that, and da 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 da. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And it's not something to glorify in. Big Cash talk about it. I talk about it kind of in all of my music, and it's not something to glorify in. I don't want younger people to watch this and think it's something to glorify in. You know what I'm saying? It's a hustle.
Why not?
It's a way.
Because I think a lot of people do glorify it. If you ever watch Adam 22, he actually interviewed the women before him and his wife go fuck him. You never heard of Adam 22?
No.
White boy on the West Coast?
Mm-mm.
Or Whack 100? Like, they do a show together. All right.
So for me, yeah. For me personally, it's just more so to control the narrative. Like I feel like you get into that shit for an agenda. If you get into that just because it's your last resort, you don't have no other way out, then you'll never get out. It's not my last resort. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm way bigger than that. And I just know it pretty much goes back to what the fuck old girl said in Players Club. You got to use what you got to use.
Get what you want.
No shade. Because for real, like, I meet a lot of people, like, to keep it real, like, once a motherfucker get in that room and they see how good you look, they really, all that other shit kind of go out the window. I mean, don't get me wrong, niggas still nigga. Right. But it's like, once I start opening my mouth and I start to articulate my words right, and I start being very flirtatious and nice, girl, all that shit go out the window. And what they came here for, initially they don't even leave with. You know what I'm saying? Because you done, I've learned to mind fuck people a lot in this industry. I've learned to really like try to, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes they catch on like, all right, bitch, like you doing too much right now. Like you trying to talk my head off. And you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I'm not going like, I'm just not one of the people like, you're not just gonna have your fucking way with me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not, I'm just not doing that. But, yeah, sex sells.
Right, and it's selling. Always. And they say that was one of the first things that ever sold.
It is. And like that's what I'm saying. Like sex sales goes back to like even like in the ancient Egypt times, they had little markets that you would go to and you would pick out your girl and go do what y'all do and you would bring her back. And it was really like a transactional thing. I think like being colonized and being brainwashed, like we kind of lost our way with it because there's some people who actually just like it, who genuinely just like having sex. Like for me, it's not like one of those things. It's just that I know how good I look. I know what the fuck men want, and yeah, I'm gonna do what I have to do, but I'm not gonna sit here and like, this ain't my, you know what I'm saying? Like I just got back into the industry probably in March. Once I gave up my apartment, I was like, okay, going back on the road, we're gonna make this shit work. The first time, I didn't know what I was doing. My hunger took me to Miami, met some fucking white boys from Boston. They doing coke and doing all that shit. I just know I walked out of that room with $1,800 and I thought I was the fucking thing.
Did you do any of the coke?
No.
Cut it out. Come on.
No, I didn't though.
You ain't do it. A little bit of the coke.
Nah, at that time I wasn't in like, nah, that was.
So you have did coke before?
I have done drugs before.
Okay, coke.
I have done drugs before.
My audience know when I say when I repeat some shit, they know. You did the coke.
I've done drugs before.
I ain't say you did coke or not. I'm just saying you did coke.
I've tried some of those, the chocolate bar ones. And
so why is coke so frowned upon?
Oh, of course. Coke is a rich bitch drug. Like coke is,
and you get money.
I do, but you know, it's not like you have to be sure. You have to be sure.
I'm just saying, once a motherfucker say, "You ever did shrimp?" Oh yeah, nigga say coke. I've done drugs.
I've done drugs because I mean that could go into a lot of hardcore drugs though. Yeah, like a bitch could have done meth, a bitch could have smoked crack,
now, meth is crazy.
Heroin.
Meth is crazy.
You would be surprised.
You did meth?
No.
See how you say no with the meth though. When the coke, I've done drugs.
I've done drugs. I've done drugs. But yeah, like once I got back into the industry, I was like, okay, this time I go around, like, bitch, you gotta be on it. Like you can't, like the first time I did, I was just making money, having fun. And then I was like, okay, this is all right, bitch, I'm ready to sit down. I got into a relationship. Like I was like, okay, I can sit down. You know what I'm saying? No. That was when I was with the fuck nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like we was in a relationship, we moved in together, shit didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? I kept my apartment for a year. I was like, okay, this 9-to-5 shit. And that's another thing I got back into the industry because the 9-to-5 shit does not, I'm sorry. Like, and I've been, baby, I don't mean no harm. I was a medical transport dispatcher for multiple companies. I was a medical transport dispatcher for the police department. I did marketing. Like, I've had, like, good jobs. Like, I wasn't just working dead in that shops. I had good-ass jobs, but they weren't paying shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wasn't paying shit. So I was like, once I let my apartment go. I got back on the road and I was like, okay, this time we got to go hard. Like, we can't bullshit. You can't just be spending your money on this and that. Like, I still enjoy myself, but this time I have a mission and a goal for doing what I do. The first time I was just bullshitting. But once I got out of the industry, the first time it was like, all right, I can sit down. You know, my bank account is cute. Life is okay. But now we like, nah, I don't want a relationship. I don't want to date nobody. I don't want to deal with nobody. I'm focused on my goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm focused on getting this fucking music out, making sure it gets out the right way, making sure people can take something from it, and making sure that it's received well by people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really need this shit to do something. You know what I'm saying?
So do you have any upcoming shows or anything?
No upcoming shows. I probably won't get like bookings and stuff until like once I drop the album. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if people gonna.
Do you know when the album dropping?
Next summer. Hopefully my next June. It's not alleged.
I know these artists.
Why? No, you don't know this artist.
And this where I come in. Book it. We gonna see. In the summer, you got a month. We got a month.
I said June, like June or July, somewhere.
June or July. KreamyKeiryy is dropping an album. You heard it here. But we gonna see, cause y'all be talking.
But the music, that's the thing with
y'all be scared to drop y'all music.
The music, but listen, though, the music is done. Like, the music is done. We're just doing the sex sales for, and y'all might even get it earlier. But what y'all have to know and what y'all have to understand is that when certain people do their music and do their shit, they want it done a certain type of way. I'm not the type of bitch to go into the studio and just because I don't worked on a song for one session, oh, it's ready to get put out. No, you gotta understand that there's.
You just said the music done.
The music is done, but I still want to go and I'm going to revise that. I want to listen to this track again. I want to add a couple stacks. I want you to take this out. I want you to add this. There's a reverb I might want to add.
Do you be singing too?
No.
Okay. I don't know. You know, everybody trying to harmonize. Everybody Drake now. Everybody Drake.
Like 304, I ain't going to stunt. Like 304 on tour is more
try to get
like it was more of like a melodic rap type of thing. It was more of like a, something just soft that you can like bellow out. It ain't like a, you know, it ain't nothing that you're singing. Now, the one R&B song that I have on my album is called I Think You Should Know. It's a love song.
And is that the one feature you got?
Yeah, that's the one feature I got by my homegirl, Monet. She's an amazing artist. She done opened for like Jasmine Sullivan, Donnell Jones. Like, she's amazing. Like, I love her.
Where's she from?
She's from Virginia also.
Oh, yeah.
But that's another thing. Like, we're gonna have to like, I have to get her in the studio. We're gonna have to work on it. Like, it takes time. Like, I'm just not the type of bitch to go into the studio and just put music out just because it's what people want to hear. No, because then you're gonna have to keep fucking putting music out to try to make it. No, I feel like you got to understand what I'm learning in music because I'm taking this little course. People don't really give a fuck about the music for real. People don't really give a fuck about the bars. You have to sell a product. So you have to be able to put this shit out and people can feel. Hold up, listen though.
The product go with the music. You guys some.
You can't bring me onto a podcast and let me talk and then overshadow me. Well, let me get my point. Let me get my point across. So what I have learned is that people may care about the music, people may care about the bars, the lyrics, and whatever, but they really care about how the fuck that song made them feel. And that's the product that I'm selling to people. I want people that's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play this shit again. Or oh yeah, like I want to listen to this again because what was she saying? Or I want people to feel something from my music. It's not just about anybody can put together cute little ABC 1, 2, 3 Dr. Seuss ass words, but
the bars is ABC 1, 2, 3 are not bars. That's ABC rap. Like, people gotta feel the music. They gotta.
Okay. Like, so let me say this. And I love this girl. I'm not saying this to be shady. Sexy Red sells a product. Sexy Red don't have no bars, and y'all know that. Sexy Red sells how the fuck she make people feel. She make people feel that hoochie mama shit, selling pussy, shake that ass. That's what she's selling. Nobody give a fuck about the music she's talking about. People like it because it's catchy. She has a team behind her to push the music. So it's a product that you have to sell. And I love the way she's doing it. That's my Aries sister. I stand up for what the fuck she do because the way she's serving her. Name another bitch that could come out how she did and got a future, regardless if you want to say she's a plan or not or whatever the case may be. The bitch had a song with Drake and Nicki in her first year. The bitch is selling a product. She's not selling no bars. And that's just respect.
Okay. There's always, what's that word I'm looking for? Like when it's that one person, laboratory. There's always one person. Name somebody else.
Like, let me tell you somebody who slept on, and this bitch got bars. Amaretta. She's from Atlanta. That woman has fucking bars. She been had bars. And people sleep on her. Why? Because she doesn't really have a product and stuff, because that's not what people don't be really looking for.
So what is Sexy Red's product?
Sex sells. Her name's Sexy Red. Hoochie mama,
I wanted you to say sex sells. That's all.
Because like, for real, like, sex sells is going to be a fucking movement when it hit. Because people going to be like, she gets marketing. Like my marketing job helped me so much to understand how I'm going to navigate my world in the music career, because I already know it's going to be difficult to break down doors and break down barriers.
Do you see yourself getting into acting?
Yeah. So the goal is, so the ultimate goal was that when I first started doing music, I wanted to really write music for JT, Flo, Millie, and Lotto. Those are the girls I want to write music for. I wanted to be known for modeling and acting, because I first got my first modeling contract with John Casablanca. And they had a joint, like some joint shit with a talent agency called Next Talent Management or something. And they had got me like a little, she wasn't a publicist, but she was like helping me with stuff. But I was telling her, like, I love the modeling, but like, you know, I really like music. That's my thing. Like, I'm not, yeah, I look good or whatever, but like being in front of cameras and walking and like, you know, it's a lot. Like with music, I could feel like more myself. I could feel comfortable. So, you know, we could like break through in that way and then go to the modeling and the acting. Then it's like, yeah, hell yeah. That was my goal. Like I really wanted to write music for bitches. I really didn't want to be a rap, because I felt like the industry wasn't ready for that. And not even the industry is ready, because Kim Petras, she's a white trans girl. She's doing her thing. There's other white trans people that are doing their thing. I don't think hip hop. So the industry is ready for it. Hip hop isn't ready for it. And I was like, okay, well, let me just write music for these bitches and get paid from that, and make sure I got my publishing and my masters from that, make my coin from that. Look into, you know, because I feel like the acting world will accept you for being trans. Right. The modeling world will accept you for being trans wholeheartedly and openly. But I was like, bitch, I'm KreamyKeiryy. Like, bitch, I want to do it different. So the goal is eventually to get this music out, catch the attention of them girls. I can step back from the music limelight and still be known as well in the music and respecting the music industry. But, you know, this is a bitch. The bitch started doing music, and then the bitch graduated to acting and modeling. Like, now this bitch is just a triple threat. Like, can't nobody, you know, that was my goal. Like, I'm very, very methodical when it comes to doing this shit, because I'm an Aries. I'm a fire sign. I'm not doing nothing without intention. I'm not doing nothing with a plan. I'm not going into just doing something just because I got hopes and dreams and ambitions and my mama need a house and my daddy need a car. Like, no, bitch. Like, no. Like, yes, my family struggle like any other Black family, but with me, like, I really got to make this shit count. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my little sister, Shamaya Josiah, I do this shit for y'all. I tell y'all all the time, do what you want to do to perceive, and your big sister gonna be right there to support you every step of the way. But I do it for shit like that, because it's like so many of my younger family members look up to me so much, they think I'm like the rich one. But it's like, no, I just know when I was growing up, I didn't have that. I didn't have nobody to really look up to. You know what I'm saying? I've been wanting to do music. I've been writing rhymes since I was for 15 years now. Like, when I first started writing rhymes, I would just write them. I would just keep writing. And I just would never put nothing out, because I just didn't think nobody would listen. I did my first song called Pretty and Paid, and people was like, damn, that shit kind of catchy. Like, yeah, you need to keep going. And then I did Boss Up. I did both of those songs back to back. My grandmother died. That took a lot out of me, and I was like, okay, let me step back. When, you know, and I was like, okay, you know, we're going to do this, you know, fuck it, you know, we can't let it stop you. Now you know for sure you got a guardian angel out there to really protect over you. Did 2 more songs. Then my cousin died. And I'm like, why the fuck every time I get in my zone, something happens to take me back? So I took another little break, and I'm like, okay, we're starting back up. Her son died. So I'm like, okay. At this point, I'm kind of immune to it. You know what I'm saying? At this point, like, I kind of know how to perceive it. I know how to deal with it. Right before I did this music video, another one of my cousins just died. So it was kind of hard to get into it, to really like stay focused, because I was trying to grieve, but I don't even know what grieving looked like. So I just kind of used my music to kind of mask that. And even still to this day, like, I still haven't, I try not to think about it, because I don't want to come to the realization. So I don't want to come to the terms that they're really gone. I accept it for what it is, and I move on. Does it hurt me? Like, fuck. But I know they have me. I know they watch over me. They bless. Hold on, don't start crying.
Yeah, you took it to the teary eyes. You good?
You got some tissue?
Got some paper towel. We in the shop. But is there anything else you want to say before we close this episode out?
Because we ain't closing it out with the tears.
No, we not. It was just, it's surreal. Is there anything else I want people to know? I want people to take away from this interview, and for me in general as a creative and as an artist,
Because I slept on myself for a long time. Like, stop underestimating yourself. You never know until you try. And the biggest failure in life, I feel like, is not trying, because you never know. So I want people to be able to take that from me and my music and my artistry. I want people to be able to take away, like, be you, be unapologetically you. You know what I'm saying? Stand up for what you believe in. Stand up for who you want to stand up for. I want people to just be able to take something good from me. You know what I'm saying? I put a lot of work into this shit, so y'all can even still, like, I'm even nervous that, like, even like my producer, like for the My Truth freestyle, I'm about to go back to the studio to edit some more shit. He's like, Kreamy, it's good. But it's like, okay, but I hear this.
I feel like the vocals a little low.
Yeah, and that's not even, I don't even know if that's like even the final mastered one.
Okay.
Like, I just sent you guys that because that was the most recent one that we worked on. But even the video shoot, like, you know what I'm saying?
When the video coming out?
So I just talked to him. So I just talked to him yesterday. So he's going to send me over. He's going to send me over a rough draft tomorrow, and if I don't like it, then we're going to do about 3 or 4 rounds of revisions, and then it'll be out. It'll be out by New Year's.
Okay.
I like how you work though, because you put the flame under my ass to really be like, now I'm really like the fact that you said
all
that.
the artists, because like I really be supporting artists. I really be posting everybody, the whole community, everybody. But it's like y'all don't put shit out, and I ain't gonna.
Well,
I
like how you think, like, for real. But I can rest assure you that video will be out before New Year's. I can rest assure you that that EP is going to drop, and you're going to be the
New Year's is around the corner.
No, I didn't say New Year's. Next summer.
No, you just say New Year's.
I said New Year's for the music video.
Yeah.
The music video. Yeah.
It won't.
Don't do that.
I know artists, bro. You know how much you be watching. Do I be right?
You do, but
but how many artists have you worked with though? From like, do you work with artists that just be all over, or just be like local artists?
We got over 100 episodes. We got hella artists on here. The music don't never come out.
Nobody from Virginia.
Thank you.
Okay.
Did we?
Yeah.
Who?
I don't remember, but
oh God. So
it's a lot of
I can rest assure you.
All right.
I can rest assure you that video will be out by New Year's.
All right.
And I can rest assure you that this album is going to be done and completed by next summer. Right. And you the biggest. You are one of the ones, like, yeah, I'm going to be sending it to you.
Hey,
I want you to fucking listen to it. And even like I'm doing like a really big album release party in Atlanta at Club V12. Like, that's what I'm trying to have it at. And this is going to be like big. It's going to be, I want it to be epic, because like I said, I do things very well thought out. So it'll be something that you'll definitely be interested in.
All right, shit. You might come out. If I ain't got to work, I have a real job.
Yeah, no, I actually would want y'all to come out though. Like, I would. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I want y'all. I really would love for y'all to come. You know, and to come to Atlanta. But trust me, I will keep you posted.
And what this 2027? No, I'm joking. No, is there anything else you want to tell the people? Because we got to close this out.
Y'all know what the fuck going on. It's KreamyKeiryy, the creamiest bitch to ever do it. The creme de la creme, the cream of the motherfucking crop. And I've enjoyed my time with this fool and this beautiful, beautiful woman with me. I really enjoyed this. I want y'all to tune in. And just always remember, baby, sex sells. Like, that's just what it is.
Oh, God. Shout out. It's been another episode of All Things Go Podcast. I'm E.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Kreamy.
Hey, Ashma will be back soon, you know.
Hopefully.
Lord Jesus. We out.
Bye, guys.
All righty.
You be dragging on this beat.